Hey everyone, this is Joseph Pasek of BarnBurner.ca. Our twice daily Fired Up show is available on 108 platforms, also on the OSG Sports app, available on iOS and Android. I say twice daily Fired Up show, but in March we did 170 shows. In April already, it's April 16th, 17th, we have done over 120 shows. Anyways, this is another edition of the On the Mat Wrestling Show with the Rookie of the Year, Giancarlo Aulino. We did not do a Raw recap because me and Giancarlo were at the Leaf game celebrating. Giancarlo was a little bit drunk and all that. He was saying, na 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 na, na 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 na, hey, goodbye to Tampa, na 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 na, hey, goodbye to the Pittsburgh title. Anyways, this is wrestling. So, superstar shake-up, all right? We're going to make a superstar shake-up also for Barn Burner in just a couple seconds. But since we didn't do Raw, what did you think of Raw? And we'll get to SmackDown in a couple seconds. Giancarlo Aulino.
Yeah, I was actually entertained by Raw. It was very, it flowed well, the show. It didn't have too many points where it got slowed down, where the crowd wasn't into it. The crowd seemed to be alive throughout the show. There were some good surprises there. We saw The Miz go to Raw, got a great pop from the crowd. We saw the War Raiders, who are now going to be known as the Viking Experience. And I'd love to know how that team name made it to Raw, but that's what they're known as now. And they had an impressive debut teaming with the Revival. So a lot of great things, I think, for the tag team division on Raw.
All right, so let's get to basically what we saw was the third member of the Shield for one night. Who was that third member on Raw in the main event?
It was the newest member of Monday Night Raw coming from SmackDown, AJ Styles. So a big name making the move. AJ Styles was one of the big faces on SmackDown and the stars of that show, helped carry it since they did the brand split. So that's a big coup for Monday Night Raw. And a guy who can put on some great matches, a lot of interesting feuds that can happen now.
All right, The Miz, Ricochet, Aleister Black, Viking Experience, Cedric Alexander, Andrade, Selena Vega, Rey Mysterio, The Usos, Sami Zayn, EC3, Lacey Evans, and AJ Styles moved from SmackDown to Raw. All in all, by the way, Usos really did a number. Everybody who moved won their matches. Crowd in Montreal, it was from Montreal. Raw was really alive. Sami Zayn was really great. They really cheered Sami Zayn, and he was really, really great in his segment. Okay, now let's get to SmackDown from Montreal. What did you think?
Another great show. They got back-to-back nights of very entertaining stuff. Montreal's a great crowd, especially in Canada, so always a great time when WWE comes north of the border.
Hey, Big E, your name is Big G, all right? Or maybe it's at the Big O, Montreal Big O. They didn't even make a reference to that. Kevin Owens is the new honorary member of the New Day. Kevin Owens eating a lot of pancakes. You eat pancakes, Giancarlo, all right? So what did you think of that main event? Tell everybody the New Day was Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston with the Big O Kevin Owens taking on their opponents. Who were they, Giancarlo?
Yeah, so they took on Rusev, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Cesaro. We didn't see Sheamus because it looks like he's going to be out for a while because of an injury. So now Cesaro has got a chance where he can be a single star and make something of this time that he's going to have with just alone on the roster. And Kevin Owens worked in with the New Day tonight. Some entertaining stuff to start the show. I thought Xavier Woods stole that segment when he was saying he demanded that Tyler Breeze be on the show because Raw was taking all the guys from Up, Up, Down, Down, and he's trying to be a YouTube star. So I thought it was good. Kevin Owens, the hometown favorite, and he gets a win with the New Day tonight.
Finn Balor made his appearance on SmackDown. Finn Balor, of course, Intercontinental Champion, took on Ali. Finn Balor winning. Then Carmella took on Charlotte Flair. You know who won that? Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch in the ring. And then they had an all-time ladies segment where this was really, really good to see. Ember Moon came out, then Bailey came out, the Iconics came out, Fire and Desire, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, and Paige then came out to debut her team, and her team, Giancarlo, was?
Yeah, so she came out. First, Fire and Desire interrupted her and said, "Oh, we don't need an introduction." And Paige said she wasn't talking about them. Instead, there's a new team with Asuka and coming up from NXT, Kairi Sane. So that's an interesting team. I really thought they were going to have Io Shirai come up with Kairi Sane and do a tag team with them, but Asuka's not a bad person to be a team with, and she got main roster experience, and Paige is going to be cutting their promos, which is a great sign for them. So I'm really interested to see where they go with this. And Bailey tonight was booed by the crowd, even when she mentioned Sasha. So interesting crowd there tonight.
Yeah, well, Bailey is also probably going to turn heel from what I hear, but the segment, they promised throughout the evening that Vince McMahon will come out and have the biggest acquisition in SmackDown history. Vince McMahon came out. Of course, he's very well received in Montreal. Let me tell you, 1997 anyways. Everybody knows what happened there. Giancarlo, were you born even in 1997?
Yeah, I was 2 years old.
You were a little baby. You were so pretty with those cheeks and everything. Anyways, he introduces, coming from Raw, Rock with Giancarlo. No, Rock with Elias. Yes, Elias is now on SmackDown, but then the real shocker. Yeah, right. Everybody knew this. Go ahead, Giancarlo. Tell them.
Yeah, so right when we thought that Elias was the biggest acquisition in SmackDown history, out came the big dog Roman Reigns, and he got right away in Elias' face, hit him, and then he hit the boss, Vince McMahon. A great reaction from the crowd, and then he got the microphone and said SmackDown was now his yard. So the big dog is now a member of the Blue brand SmackDown Live.
Yeah, Roman Reigns is now a member, and from what I hear, this is news to some people. This superstar shakeup, from what I hear, will be continuing till at least Friday. They're going to make several and more announcements on WWE.com, social media like Facebook, Twitter, and everything like that. So look for that to happen also. Also, Alexander Wolf, formerly of Sanity, looks like he's headed back to NXT. Now, Finn Balor is on SmackDown. That means Samoa Joe will probably be on Raw because, Finn Balor Intercontinental Champion, Samoa Joe U.S. Champion, so they got to switch sort of brands there. Also, Luke Harper. Yes, Luke Harper has announced that he requested his release by the WWE. Now, Sasha Banks was, away and everything like that. She took a temper tantrum or whatever you want to say after losing the tag team titles. But she did fly in for Raw on Monday. She was not used. She was in Montreal for SmackDown. She was not used. They're expecting Sasha to hopefully be back for Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Yes, Money in the Bank pay-per-view also. And look for more superstars to be heading to SmackDown, like a big name superstars. I have heard even Brock Lesnar, even though Brock Lesnar is in question, will be going to SmackDown as well. WWE is hopeful that Beth Phoenix will have more in-ring wrestling dates. From what I hear, Beth Phoenix will be taking part in SummerSlam. That's what I heard. Also, you see all these vignettes with little boxes and all that. That is Bray Wyatt's new gimmick. Bray Wyatt is going to be, I don't know if he's going to be on Raw or SmackDown, but he'll be popping up very, very soon. They are burying, and Giancarlo, we got to talk about this. On Raw, EC3 gets buried by Braun Strowman. What did EC3 do to anybody?
Yeah, it's really surprising because when they brought him up, it looked like he had so much promise. He had so much potential. he's great at everything in ring, can cut promos, he's entertaining. So after that debut when he beat Dean Ambrose, it looked like they were going to push him like to the main event, maybe into an Intercontinental title run, but I don't know what happened. All of a sudden he starts losing all the matches, gets squashed. Then Drake Maverick we saw get paired with him, but then we didn't see him on Raw. So it's real bizarre with him.
Yeah, and it's quite telling what they're going to do there. But also, rumor has it that Andrade, he moved to basically Raw. Look for them to start a new, what am I going to say, LWO or whatever, because Andrade's a heel, but Rey Mysterio's a face. They got the Lucha House Party also. So I could see Andrade sort of turning face in the next little while and joining up an LWO faction there. And of course, doesn't matter, Cruiserweight also moved. Cedric Alexander moved to Raw as well. So should be interesting to note. Nia Jax, of course, is out. Big E is out. AJ Styles did wrestle on Raw. He is not doing 100% since WrestleMania, but he's okay. Also, don't forget that supposed to be May 3rd, the Saudi Arabia show has been moved to June 7th. The next show will be Money in the Bank in May, and that will start building next week for Money in the Bank because WrestleMania just finished. Then you have Superstar Shakeup, and now they got to build for the Money in the Bank next week, so they got the 3 to 4 weeks to build for that pay-per-view. Also, interesting that Impact Wrestling today, Tuesday, announced a major partnership with Booker T's wrestling organization, and that is huge for Booker T and for Impact Wrestling. Of course, Impact Wrestling, sort of NXT, is Ohio Valley Wrestling, run by Al Snow in Louisville, Kentucky. And don't forget, Impact will be coming to the Rebel nightclub for a big Rebellion pay-per-view next Sunday, April 28th, and Monday, April 29th, Rob Van Dam makes his debut on Impact Wrestling once again. Giancarlo, anything I missed?
No, you covered everything, Joe.
Did I cover everything? Or did I not cover everything? Did you give away your social media access?
Oh, not yet. But if you want to follow me, you can check me out on Twitter at John_411, Instagram at Giancarlo_Aulino, and follow all my articles on barnburner.ca. All
right, and we'll be back here normally next Monday and Tuesday to recap Raw and SmackDown. Thanks a lot, Giancarlo.
Thank you, Joe.